Wes the Sports Guy here on YouTube, BitChute, and Rumble, and also online all the time at westhesportsguy.com. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell to get notified when all the latest videos are posted on this channel, and also there at BitChute and Rumble. If you want to get all the social media links, bookmark westhesportsguy.com. You can also get NBA previews, MLB hot stove updates, weekly reviews of the NFL. It's all there for you at westhesportsguy.com. Getting right into it, it is my NFL Game of the Week.
You play to win the game, but they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Cannot play with them, cannot win with them, cannot coach with them, can't do it.
Just like last week's Game of the Week where I included the Cleveland Browns, you would have thought, hey, is this the 1990s? But no, it's actually 2020 still. The Cleveland Browns were part of my Team of the Week, or Game of the Week, I should say, last week against the Tennessee Titans. This week, it's another team that you would think it's probably the 1990s where I'm including this team, but no, it's 2020. The Buffalo Bills are included in my NFL Game of the Week. They will be playing host to the Pittsburgh Steelers at home this Sunday night against the once undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers, who lost to a team that did change their name, but not officially to anything else other than what I still will call them until they officially change their name, the Washington Redskins. But we're not talking about that game. We're talking about the game coming up between the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Buffalo to play the Buffalo Bills. This game was originally pegged to be a Sunday night game, surprisingly, just like a few weeks ago with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. You would have thought that game was going to be flexed when you saw the schedule at the beginning of the season. I kind of thought this game would be flexed too, to a degree. Not saying I didn't think Buffalo would be a playoff team, but depending on how the schedule and the records looked, it's still intact. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to Buffalo to play the Buffalo Bills. It's happening on Sunday Night Football. Who would have thought? But this is definitely the game of the week. And even if Pittsburgh was still undefeated, I'd pick this game. But I'm still picking this game because the Steelers, having the defense that they have, they were counting on that defense to carry them in their previous game, which was their first loss of the season, as I mentioned earlier. But going into this, the Steelers have now been forced to rethink the offense going into this. They need to kind of get away from what's been their mantra the last month or so. Short passing game, sure, you take a couple deep shots, but it's not really working, and it's not going to be conducive to a winning atmosphere against, let's say, the Kansas City Chiefs, if you most likely are going to play them in the playoffs eventually in January.
Playoffs?
If you're going to match the Chiefs, you're going to have to stop them, yes, absolutely, with your defense. But at the same time, you need to also match them with the scoring output. The way the Steelers' offense is functioning right now, where it's strictly passing, barely any running to speak of. I know James Conner's missed some time. He's been a little inconsistent this year. But you have to at least attempt to run the football, and that's what you need to do against the Buffalo Bills. It showed last week against my Niners, not saying the Niners had a puncher's chance of winning the game, but the Niners were at least competitive in the game because they were consistently running the football against Buffalo's defense. Buffalo also has a pretty darn good defense as well, but the offense has been the name of the game for them this season with Josh Allen at quarterback, looking like he was definitely worth taking a flyer on very early in that draft about 3 seasons ago now. But Josh Allen with Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, but they have another tall receiver, and Gabriel Davis has been stepping up. The running game hasn't really been there for the Bills this year so far, but Josh Allen is also a dual-threat quarterback, but he's showing more maturity in the passing game, showing the strong arm, obviously, but the accuracy is there now too, which is encouraging, but it also helps to have a guy like Stephon Diggs get into the mold. So Buffalo, again, home field advantage doesn't mean a whole lot in sports, especially in football this year, but it's a home game for Buffalo. It's a big game for Buffalo too, because they win this, they pretty much assure themselves that they're going to win the division, barring some epic collapse at the end, and then with the Dolphins high on their heels. We know the Patriots just lost this last week, a couple days ago, I should say, against the LA Rams on Thursday Night Football. But going forward, the Buffalo Bills, this is their game to win. They need to win it to solidify their chances of winning the division, finally ending the reign of the New England Patriots, and getting themselves into a good position to host a playoff game come January. Time for my feel-good story of the week, and a couple of things to note. So the first thing is, if you haven't seen the video, I'm not going to show it to you, but I'm sure you've heard of this. Young boy, I believe he's only 4 or 5 years old. He's not very old. He goes to see Santa Claus at the mall, and it's heartbreaking because the young boy asks for a Nerf gun from the mall Santa. We know those mall Santas are not the real Santa. We've known this for a long time, but unfortunately this mall Santa did not understand that it's just a Nerf gun and told the boy, no guns, not even a Nerf gun. I'm not going to show that video. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty easy to find. Just search Mall Santa. You'll find it pretty quickly. But I want to just kind of highlight the good out of this. And there's a lot of good stuff out of it. So obviously a lot of people were outpouring for support, wanting to give the boy just a smorgasbord of Nerf guns for Christmas. The family politely declined and said there's a lot more people that are not well off like they are, which is good. That's good that they're in a position that they can kindly say, no, we don't need all this stuff, but hey, let's use this to help everybody, which is also great in these times of need, especially at this time of year with holiday season and everybody being merry. And with all the things considered, we all know it's redundant to say what's been happening this year, a lot of stupidity. But nonetheless, a lot of good came out of this. And especially the best thing I will say and highlight for you, I'll leave a link to the description, or not the description, but a link to the video below on the description of this video to Steven Crowder's second YouTube channel called Crowder Bits. If you don't know who Steven Crowder is, he is a comedian. He's actually a very funny comedian. This is just my opinion on that, whatever your opinion may be of Steven Crowder, but I believe he's a funny guy. He's very honest about his takes about a lot of things, and it has really nothing to do with sports for the most part, but that's beside the point here. He played Santa Claus on a Skype call for the young boy in question that I'm playing a little clip for you here in the corner. I will leave a link to the video. It is very, very heartwarming. It's amazing to see the reaction of the young boy. His name is Michael, where Santa is basically telling him things that only the boy and his family know. And to see the sparkle, the twinkle in his eye when Santa mentions some of those things in the video, to where it was just the child's amazement, Michael's amazement that, holy moly, Santa Claus is real. He knows this stuff. He knows it. So it was a very good video. It's less than 10 minutes. If you want to watch the entire stream too from this video, you can go to Steven Crowder's YouTube page. It's, youtube.com/Steven Crowder. Very easy to find, but I will leave a link to the Crowder Bits YouTube video where you can watch Santa interviewing Michael and essentially making him still believe Santa is real. And that goes without saying, Santa is real. And know that making a child's dream still be real and also become a reality at the same point is just an amazing thing to see. So that's part of the feel-good story of the week. The other part of it is going to be that I want to highlight one charity for you right now, and then I'll highlight another act of kindness that you can do next week's video leading up to Christmas and the Christmas season that more people should be doing at this time of year. I'll highlight that next week. But going into this week, Toys for Tots, amazing charity. Cannot say enough good things about it. You also have the United States Marine Corps getting involved with it. I don't know if it's been the entire time of the charity's creation that the Marine Corps has been involved, but as far as I know, the Marine Corps has been involved with it practically my entire life. My father was in the Marine Corps, served 20 years. Salute you. Obviously, this time of year, it's important to help those that are in need, and especially this year of all years, we know, again, it's redundant, a lot of stupid things going on this year, but Toys for Tots, if you do happen to see that they have gathering stations, I know it's kind of hit or miss this year. If you do see them, please give what you can. If you can, it's greatly appreciated if you do. If you're not able to do physical toys, or they're not offering that this year, they do offer it virtually. You go to toysfortots.org and you can donate monetarily, you can donate a toy virtually, whatever is comfortable for you. If you can, I encourage you to. Toys for Tots, a great organization. I encourage you, if you can, please do consider doing that. And if it's not a toy, if it's monetary value, it could just be $1, whatever you can. If you can, it is greatly appreciated, but Toys for Tots is definitely an organization to consider giving at this time of year. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell below here on YouTube, BitChute, and Rumble. You can get all the links at westthesportsguy.com. All the social media links are there, conveniently located for you on the main page of that website. Use that hashtag #OneOnOneWest to participate in the weekly conversation on sports, and I will see you next time.